Hi, my little chickadees. I'm so glad you're joining me for story time today. You know what? This is my very special time of day. I just love reading you stories. Well, let's see what is in the special treasure chest today. Let's see what we're going to read about. Let's look. Oh no, wait till you see this. A bear hat in the book. I bet you the story is going to be about a bear. Let's see. I'm right. It says A Visitor for Bear by Bonnie Becker, illustrated by Caddy McDonald Denton. No one ever came to Bear's house. It had always been that way, and Bear was quite sure he didn't like visitors. He had a sign that said, "No visitors allowed." One morning, Bear heard a tap, tap, tapping on his front door. I wonder who it could be. When he opened his door, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. "No visitors allowed," Bear said, pointing to the sign. "Go away." He closed the door and went back to the business of making his breakfast. He set out 1 cup and 1 spoon, but when he opened the cupboard to get out the bowl, what do you think he found? Let's see. There was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. "I told you to leave," cried Bear. "Perhaps we could just have a spot of tea," said the mouse. "Oh," commanded the bear. "Most sorry," said the mouse. "I'll be going now." Bear showed him to the door and shut it firmly. Then he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the bread drawer for 1 slice of bread, what do you think was there? Let's see. There was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. He's looking angry. "Unbelievable," rumbled Bear. "Away with you, vamoose." I do like a bite of cheese," said the mouse. Bear pointed a rigid claw toward the door. "Yes, then, here I go," said the mouse. "Farewell." And the mouse was out the door. This time, Bear shut the door very firmly and locked it tight. He locked the windows, too, for a good measure. Then once again he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the fridge to get 1 egg, what do you think he found? There was the mouse, small and great and bright-eyed, of course. "Begone," roared the bear. "Look, he is so frustrated." There is the mouse again. "A crackling fire," ventured the mouse. "This is impossible, intolerable, insufferable," cried Bear, shaking with anger and disbelief. "Terribly sorry," murmured the mouse. "Now you see me, now you don't. I am gone." And the mouse looked very sorry indeed, while he waited for Bear to unbolt the door and let him out again. This time, before he went back to the business of making his breakfast, Bear shut the door very, very firmly and locked it. He boarded the window shut. He stopped up the chimney, and he even plugged the drain in the bathtub. Now, he thought, the mouse won't get in. Carefully, Bear set about the business of making his breakfast. He opened the cupboard. No mouse. Ah, what a relief. He opened the bread drawer. Nothing. Whee! He opened the fridge. Mouse free, yes indeed. He lifted the lid to the tea kettle, and what did he find? There was the mouse, small and great, and well, you know the rest. Bear fell to the floor and wept. I give up. You win. I am undone. He was just so upset. So sorry, said the mouse, but perhaps if I could have just a bite of cheese and a cup of tea, and do you think we could unstopper the chimney and have a nice fire? Bear blew his nose with a loud honk. But then you must go, he sniffled. No visitors allowed. You have my word, said the mouse. Bear unshuttered and unboarded the windows, unlocked the door, unstopped the chimney, and unplugged the drain in the bathtub. He brought out 2 plates of cheese, 2 teacups, and he made a crackling fire in the fireplace for the 2 set of toes. The mouse warmed his feet and nibbled and sipped, and Bear did too. They sat for a long time. The clock in the bear's house ticked loudly. Bear cleared his throat. The mouse looked most attentive. No one had ever been most attentive to Bear. The fire is nice, Bear announced. Lovely, said the mouse. No one had ever said Bear's fires were lovely. I can do a handstand, said Bear. Very impressive, said Mouse. Look at his trick. Bear told a joke. The mouse laughed heartily. No one had ever laughed at Bear's jokes before. Bear began to think of another joke. The mouse set down his teacup. Bear quickly lifted the teapot. There's plenty more, he said. So sorry, said the mouse. Most kind, but I must be on my way. Really, you don't need to go, said Bear. I'm off, said the mouse, springing up from his chair. Wait, cried the bear. But the mouse stepped out the door. Toodaloo, said the mouse. Don't go, wailed the bear, throwing his body across the path. But I gave you my word, said the mouse, pointing at the no visitors allowed sign. Oh, that, cried the bear, pulling down the sign and tearing it up. That's for salesmen, not for my friends. Not for friends, asked the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Bear nodded. The mouse bright eye glowed brighter. Bear smiled. Do you like 1 lump or 2, said Bear, most politely. I like 2, said the mouse, and the bear agreed. Well, I hope you enjoyed the book A Visitor for Bear. Have you ever had a friend that you weren't sure you really wanted to play with, and then you started playing and had so much fun you didn't want them to go? Well, that's what happened to the bear and the mouse. They ended up being good friends. Well, I'm so glad you joined me for the story today. I'll look forward to reading you another one soon. Bye.